We have a bunch of Nintendo Switch 2 news to talk about, including a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on Nintendo Switch 2 situation. Reggie says something really interesting about Wii Sports, and also a potential Nintendo Direct making its way over, and so much more. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so starting everything off, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Switch 2 dock is a minimum of 540p, and handheld mode is set to be 380p, but this utilizes DLSS. So it seems like they really had to crank the resolution down for it to work perfectly fine at 30 FPS on the Nintendo Switch 2. But using NVIDIA's DLSS, which we know is on the Nintendo Switch 2, they're going to boost that up to most likely 1080p and 720p in handheld mode. So honestly, this right here is great because utilizing DLSS for situations like this is pretty cool, because then you can play your game with no problems and not really any compromises. To be honest, you just have, I guess, not native resolution if you care about something like that. Moving over to Wii Sports. Now this is something that I found really interesting and might as well mention it. Maybe this means that we're not going to be getting anything else. But if you take a look at this right here, Reggie says Miyamoto gave him a death stare when he suggested Wii Sports as a pack-in game. Essentially, what the story is, Reggie Fils-Aimé, the original CEO of Nintendo of America, he said to Miyamoto, we should make Wii Sports pack-in game. That's most likely why we didn't see the Nintendo Switch 2 tour game as a pack-in game, because Miyamoto doesn't actually like those pack-in games. He thinks that there's money lost instead of giving the fans a little bit of something. If you looked at Wii Sports, that game sold incredibly well, probably because it was a pack-in game and everyone knows that game as like that iconic sports game. So potentially this could be it why we don't see them anymore. Alright, so moving over to a potential Nintendo Direct. Now it seems like a Nintendo Direct could actually happen this month, because if you remember, we were supposed to be getting a Star Fox reveal in April, but that didn't happen. They said that. But then things start to change in Nintendo. We've already seen this before. Nintendo does shift up these release dates around. Like if you look at something like, I think it was Fire Emblem or something, they were sort of shifting it around with, I believe it's Splatoon 3 in 2022. Could be wrong about that one. But it seems like potentially they could have shifted away the release dates. So instead of a potential Direct in June, we could potentially getting a Nintendo Direct in May instead. Because if they're going to release a June game, well then they would probably need some more like push for this game to like get revealed and all the advertisements and everything. So a May Direct could very well happen. Funny story, a commenter actually let me know about this, but it seems like they also pushed back the release date for the Super Mario Galaxy movie physical release. So it seems instead of May 5th, it's actually going to be May 19th now. So this is definitely really interesting. They might be clearing a path forward for like May 5th, May 7th for a Nintendo Direct. That definitely is really interesting. Okay, so moving over right here, Sega announces a Lego Mega Drive. Now, it seems like there's a lot of Lego Mega Drives or Lego announcements getting made. The other day, we just talked about a Lego Animal Crossing set making its way, and now we got Sega with the Lego Mega Drive. So I guess if you wanted to, you can relive those experiences of making your Mega Drive, your Sega Drive with your Lego drives. So overall, this is definitely really interesting. Consider hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. We're trying to get to like 1,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. And thank you so much. This is a Nintendo news channel. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much. See you in the next one.